How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Over the last couple days, we've gotten a lot of good news for cryptocurrency, from macro like CPI and PPI coming down significantly, being below expectations, to banks announcing good earnings and also saying that the consumer is strong, and then over to the actual crypto-related news, which is Ripple and XRP basically beating the SEC. They might have to pay a small fine for the initial sale of some securities, but basically having XRP labeled not a security, which is causing the whole market to be very excited. There's also some other good news that's happened for XRP, but yet the price is still moving down a little bit over the last couple days, which is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why this is happening here today, because there are some good reasons, but I do want to keep you level-headed and tell you what I'm doing in the end, what I have been buying just over the last 24 hours. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button underneath the video, turn on that bell notification so you can see future videos just like this one. There's also a link down there to Patreon in case you want to see what I'm buying and selling, and there's a link down there to Margex in case you want to trade on leverage. Now, the whole market is looking really good over the last 7 days. Obviously, Bitcoin pretty much unchanged because it had this big move up, and then it had quite a sharp move down yesterday, which we'll talk about. But then the whole cryptocurrency market outside of Bitcoin is up over the last 7 days, basically, with some cryptos like Cardano up 15%, Solana up 24%, Polygon Matic up 17%, XRP up 53%. However, like I said, in the last 24 hours, it's down about 9.6%, which probably confuses some people because we're getting news like this. Ripple Lab notches landmark win in SEC case over XRP currency. Basically, like I said, labeling it not a security except for the initial sale. Ripple now also getting in the news for some other things. Coinbase and Kraken are going to relist XRP. There are other exchanges like Gemini that are talking about relisting XRP. And then we have Bank of Japan using it to facilitate cross-border payments. So we're getting all this good news, yet the price isn't at $1 yet. The price is actually coming down a little bit. This is what the chart actually looks like, in case you're wondering. So we had this initial pump, parabolic, and then it's just been kind of trading off, falling down pretty significantly, now moving up a little bit. Now, there are a couple different reasons for this, in my opinion. Number one, we just saw a huge price pump, and this is a large market cap. Keep in mind, it takes a lot to move it. It's a $38 billion crypto. When we look at coin market cap, it is now back and forth with BNB for the fourth largest cryptocurrency, third largest if you don't count Tether, which is obviously a stable coin. So it takes a lot to move this, and a lot of people had been invested in this for a long time, waiting for this case, and some people are probably just taking profits. Some people also bought the pump. They saw the news, they bought the pump. They're not long-term holders. They just want to hold and see how high it went, and now they're selling off because they're taking some profits. Keep in mind, the price is still far above where it was pre-decision. It's up 50%. The other reason is we're starting to see some liquidations coming in, right? That decision was on July 12th, I believe. Maybe it was July 13th. But we saw a lot of shorts liquidated that day. And then the very next day, a lot of people went long. And you can see that. It's pretty obvious when you just look at the prices of some of these cryptocurrencies and how quickly they moved. You can see it on the chart. Big pump, a lot of people leveraged, then slow trickle down, and then massive fall down. And now recovery. That's what a flush out of leverage looks like. When you just have a $1,000 change in Bitcoin over a couple minutes, that's leverage. And you can also just see it here. We had $160 million worth of longs liquidated in a day. Another reason we could be moving down is because of some of the news coming out about Binance over the last 24 hours. Apparently, they're laying off 1,000 employees, and they've also been having some key executives leave, about 3 in the same week, listing some pretty weird stuff. They did this right after an all-hands-on meeting in Dubai, and they're getting kicked out of several different countries. So right now, I think it is kind of a tough time for Binance. They're saying they're growing, or at least they did a couple months ago, and now they're cutting employees and their affiliate marketers and teams there, affiliate partners. So just kind of an odd time for Binance to be doing this. I personally wouldn't keep my crypto on Binance, especially Binance US, because they have had even more problems than Binance. They're being sued by the SEC. Their prices are all out of whack on their website. They're shutting down payment rails or on and off ramps. So I think this is a little bit of a red flag for Binance, which I've been covering that a lot on the channel. So those are three main reasons. Just it takes a lot to move the price. Some people are just taking some gains off the table. There are a lot of liquidations too. A lot of people went long and then they got flushed out of their positions, and then Binance had some bad news too. But keep in mind that all this does not change how great this news was. This was a huge win for crypto and will help crypto for the months and years to come. This sets precedence. It basically means that these other cryptocurrencies are probably not securities either. That's why we're seeing Cardano go up 16%, Solana up 30%, Polygon up 20%. It's because this basically lets them off the hook. They were named as securities in a recent SEC case. So a lot of people reinvesting into these cryptocurrencies. So it's great for them. It's also good for the exchanges. Recently, a lot of exchanges have been attacked by the SEC, pushed out of the US. The SEC claiming that they're selling unregistered securities, and now it looks like that's not the case. So this is great news for a couple different sections of crypto. And overall, I think this is a bit of a buying opportunity. And I hadn't really bought too much since we had moved up from 21,000 or so. I was able to get a lot under 20,000, but with some of the news that's come out recently, I did do a small buy yesterday. I actually bought GBTC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is directly tied to Bitcoin. And I bought some of that just because it was easier to get money in, lower spreads. And if we really do think the narrative is that the SEC is going to have to approve a Bitcoin spot ETF, which after this week I think is more likely than ever, then that premium will probably get eaten up. And I think that this last little move, this $1,500 move on Bitcoin and some of these other cryptocurrencies moving down to, is just flushing out some of the leverage in the market. But let me know your thoughts on that underneath the video. Overall, I think it's a great time to be invested in crypto, and I don't think I don't think it's going to be a smooth ride at all, but I think we're going to make it through. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know if you want me to keep on covering some XRP news. I'll probably do that no matter what, but let me know if you're an XRP fan in the comment section. Thank you so much. Again, check out Margex underneath the video. And if you want a cold storage device, there's a link down there to Trezor. The great thing about Trezor is, even though I've only had a couple $100 of sales or referral credits, they pay out in Bitcoin. So that's really nice. It adds to my stack. I appreciate you guys checking out that link, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.